Hey, cuties. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you guys. I hope your week started off fantastic like mine did. So before I get into anything, let me go ahead and share the news with the rest of you. But I've already informed the cutie crew. I am officially, let me say that again, officially divorced. Just divorced. I did, I'm done. Okay. So the cutie crew knew that well, they know everything, child. But anyway, I made a call this morning because the court, I thought, had some type of mishap, and I wanted to make sure that thing was on track. Not only was it on track, but the judge signed, sealed, and delivered that thing. So yeah, I've been on cloud 9 all day. You guys know that this is the year of new beginnings for me, and I planned that thing to a T. Do you hear me? Planned it to a T. So 10 days after I moved, it is done. So your girl can go ahead and really be fast, okay? It's on and popping. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off myself. But yay to me. I got a divorce party coming up that I will be planning. Yeah, it's on and popping. So I don't know if you guys can feel it, but my cheeks hurt from smiling so much all day today. You're not going out there. No, you just came in. Sorry, guys. My little dog trying to run out. But thank you, guys. I see the congratulations in the chat. Let me say this. Oh boy tried to come in the last hour, the final days. Do you hear me? And flip the script. And I don't have to say soon to be ex, but my ex-husband tried to come in and flip the script, child, last minute. No, sir. No, sir. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of that. I wish him well on all of his endeavors. Most of you know this was strictly my decision, and I am happy with it. So I wish I could go ahead and say that maiden name, but I'm going to hold that to myself. But I am a daddy's girl for life. And I cannot wait to represent my daddy once again. Even if I get married again, I will never, ever let go of that name. Never. So anyway, off of me and on to you guys. Let me go ahead and say some quick hellos. Shout out to each and every one that's joining me for this live. Again, happy Monday. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. Let me say one other thing real quick. I had such a great conversation yesterday with my Aunt Debbie. Okay. Y'all know I'm territorial now. That's my auntie. That's our auntie. Had a great conversation last night with Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, you know I love me some you, and it was just good to talk. We talked for a bit too. Aunt Debbie, I got off that phone. I said, child, it was almost 2 hours. So I love me some you, and I'm looking forward to what you have planned for your channel. If you guys are not subscribed to Aunt Debbie, before this live is over, I'll grab the link. Make sure to put it in the chat, but make sure you are subscribed. She got some big things coming. But hello, Red Ann. Hey, 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 sis. Now, sis knew before the cutie crew. I think I sent sis a message early this morning, child, when I found out. But hey, sis, hope your Monday is going well. Shout out to Zandra, new member of the cutie crew. Cutie crew, the Hot Topics post is already up, and we will be discussing everything that is on that list. I'm thinking members only will be Thursday evening, Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll let you guys know for sure tomorrow. I will get it scheduled. But shout out to Zandra, new cutie crew member. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Rabbits Running. Let's see. Mama Bees, hello. Shout out to the cutie crew representing. Hey, Gina. Hey, Diane. Hey, Ethia. Z Frenchie. Hey, Z Frenchie. Danny, good afternoon. Good evening. Teresa Wright, did I get you? I think so. The fabulous Linda Greer. Hey, Linda. Let's see. Monica Taylor. Again, my Aunt Debbie, Linda Gamble in the building. Hey, Linda Gamble. Hey, pretty eyes. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Hey, Titi, Reen Bass, Vanessa, April, Angel One. If any of you all are new subscribers, welcome. You have to start going back to therapy today. For what, Linda? If you don't mind sharing. If it's too personal, don't put it in the chat. But I hope you are doing well. Oh, I think I may have an idea now that I'm just thinking. Crochet and music. Hello. Hey, Gloria. Okay, it is what it is. Good evening. Laverne Deboria, phenomenal black woman. VG. Let's see. Coco Beauty. Ray Mail. Elizabeth James. I think I got everybody. Patricia, nope, I didn't. Judy, G Squad, Apple Peach, Real Talk with Grace and Mercy. Real Talk, thank you for your comment earlier today. It really warmed my heart. Thank you so much. Cricket, hey Cricket. Yes, ma'am, Tawana. Yes, ma'am. So I told my sis I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and plan me a vacation. But I promised my brother, and he don't want it, but I'm doing it anyway, that will be my payment to him as far as helping me move is paying his way on a vacay. So I may try to pump my brakes, have me a little celebration at my house, and then go on vacay, couple months. But thank you, Tawana. I am single, okay? Ooh, child. Single chit chat is no joke. That's all I gotta say. Had everybody, but you ain't gotta have no married men. She don't go that way. Judy Brown, hello. April again. Inez, hello. Terry Gay. Hey, love you too. Hey, Miss Bridget. Hello, Yvette. Keisha Brooks, hello. And let's see. Tay, hello. April, I think I got you. Toya. I'm getting down to the bottom, guys. Tyra Simone. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. Hey, S. White. Hello, Tiffany. Deuce Johnson. Thames. Let's see. Indigo Girl. Thank you so very much. Hey, Barbara. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Megan. Okay, guys, I'm scrolling. If I missed anybody, hey, Shannon. If I missed anybody, my apologies. You guys know I try. Thank you, Angel. Thank you so much for that. I try to get everybody. Hey, Sherry McLean, Miss Lady, Cookie from the Shy, Lizzie Wheeler, Pamela, Ray Mel, thank you so much. And if I missed anybody, hey, Nicole, Miss Tina, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you, Patricia. And thank you again to each and every one of you. Let's go ahead. Hey, Kenya, I believe. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. I will catch up. Single, young, and free. Yes, ma'am. We claiming all of that. Do you hear me? But yes, I am ecstatic. So I'll get into a little bit more during our members only live this week. But yes, this right here is what it is. And yes, what a way to start my Monday. But I wanted to come to you guys. First of all, Cutie Crew, there is an early release video introducing Miles Morales that I released probably about an hour or so ago, if that. If you guys haven't watched it, make sure to do so. It will be going public probably before we get off of this live. But early release for the Cutie Crew. Shout out to Miles Morales. Okay, that is his name. That's what I'm going to be calling him by. And hopefully anybody else. We are reclaiming. I'm not going to give too much of the video away. But we're going to go ahead and reclaim Holt for them original Holt children. Okay. That baby want to be called Miles Morales. And that's what we're going to do. Before I get started, join me tomorrow for Power Hour. I will be giving my recap on Charnita's World. Now, there were some of you that said that you were able to see episode 1 and 2. I was only able to find episode 1. And my apologies for this being so late. But as I mentioned, with all of this going on and relocating from another state and all of that, plus, they had a little technical difficulties the first night when we all tried to watch. But great episode. And I will be giving my review on that tomorrow. And then after, once I'm able to see episode 2 and the episodes going forward, I will be giving my review just like I do Love and Marriage Huntsville. I missed a couple of my shows this season, but going forward, it's going to be reviews on everything. So we're going to broaden this thing out. But shout out to, again, the executive producer, Melody Cherie, Dawn Michelle, and shout out to Charnita, and her husband, Jason. So I'll discuss tomorrow. I enjoyed it though. But we're going to go ahead and get into this quick power hour ish. We'll see if we drop a link. But 395 of you that are currently watching, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're in the bushes, drop down and chit chat with us in the comment section. Okay, Teresa, that's what I thought. Well, I'm not going to blame that on the network, Nubian Television, because they did come out and state that it would be an encore of episode 1. But there were people in my chat on Saturday that said that they watched episode 2. And I was confused. And when I went to, yes, Deuce, when I went to outside, okay, let me stop. Hey, somebody's mama. But when I went again to look for episode 2, based off of people in my comment section saying that they had seen it, I didn't see it. So let's be clear. Nubian Television did state that it would be an encore. So see episode 2 I'm assuming will be this coming Friday night. But let's go ahead and get into these hot topics, Huntsville happenings. And I just want to start off with Mr. Carlos Kane. Mr. Carlos Kane. Allegedly, Mr. Carlos has been knocked down a two pegs, especially that Bravo peg. And for me, it is about time, if it is true. Carlos King, in my opinion, um, praised Bravo shows more than his own shows. The man was giving full recaps and reviews and talking in detail about cast members on that those shows while he remains silent when it comes to the real issues of his own shows. Now, I discussed with you guys this past Saturday, for those of you that were in my live, how Dr. Heavenly allegedly has been forced to shut down her YouTube reviews of Married to Medicine. Now, this is alleged, but we discussed that Saturday. We also discussed how Heavenly came out and said she's not stopping anything when it comes to the reviews. She's just stopping it on YouTube. And this is my opinion only. I don't know how anybody else feels about this. But Heavenly, if that is the case, and I heard that she's supposed to be going live tonight on Patreon, if she is still going to do and say the same things that she's been saying about her own castmates, then I think it's time for Bravo to let Heavenly go. Bravo had gone ahead and let Heavenly go. Now that's just my opinion. Heavenly has been a hot mess, and for me, it feels like she thinks she's bigger than the show, and she's disrespectful. Let's go ahead real quickly and get into what she had to say yesterday on part one of Married to Medicine's reunion. Um, what she said or what she tried to do, which was blame Quad for the backlash that Dr. Jackie received for words that had come out of Dr. Jackie's own mouth was low down. It was a low blow and it was low down for Heavenly to try to blame that on Quad. So Heavenly tried to act like a lot of them felt like Quad may have had something to do with that video resurfacing, and I don't believe that. And Quad made it a point to say, no, Heavenly called me, and Heavenly said that. And part one of that reunion ended with Quad crying to Dr. Jackie, saying, how could you think that low of me? Why would you think I would do that? And, come on now. That video was recorded on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel or uploaded to her YouTube channel, and thousands of people watched that video in real time, and thousands of people were mortified at the words that came out of Dr. Jackie's mouth as far as black women allegedly, um I'm not going to say allegedly because it's what she said, but black women basically faking illnesses or while they're pregnant just to get time off of work. Not the exact words. So I'll throw alleged in there just for that purpose only. But you guys remember what Dr. Jackie said. That came out of Dr. Jackie's mouth. And if thousands of people watched that, it wouldn't take Quad for that to resurface. It really wouldn't. Somebody, anybody that watched that could have brought that back to light. And it was just disgusting to me for Heavenly once again to do that. Um, Speaking of Quad, and the reason why I have Simone and Quad on this overlay here is because Simone was disrespectful as well. Now, for those of you that watched the reunion, make sure to put it in the comment section so I can go back and read a couple comments. But Dr. Heavenly was wrong, and Dr. Simone was wrong as well. The people are calling for Simone to be canceled. They want her gone. And the reason why, I love that my degree is real. That's what Sweet Tea called her. Dentist the Menace. Yes, she is. And she got the big head. Just what Shereé said. She got the big head. Well, I said the big head. That's how we say it. But Shereé said Heavenly's head has gotten too big. Absolutely. Absolutely. And she even, in so many words, said that she's producing that show, you know, and enough is enough. So again, before I get to Dr. Simone, if Dr. Heavenly is going to be doing the same thing on Patreon, it will get in Bravo's hands. I don't know if she know that. I'm sure she should, but if she don't care, then it's time for them to make a decision. It really is time for Carlos to make some too, but he trying to get out of that. I'll talk about that in a minute. But Dr. Simone, first of all, they all were in the same space. All that yelling, like she's talking to her children, was a bit much. Screaming at the top of her lungs. But what she did to Quad last night was disgusting as well. And as I mentioned, people are basically trying to rally up folks to get Dr. Simone removed from the show. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know the unfortunate event that happened at Quad's home. The blogs, including myself, picked it up when it happened. And Dr. Simone made it a point last night to throw that, in my opinion, in Quad's face. It was very distasteful. Quad was trying to stop her. She kept saying, Simone, Simone, and Simone would not stop. And she repeated what happened. Um, unfortunate event at Quad's home. And for me, that was like watching Simone put a knife in Quad's heart and twist it because she know how that hurt Quad. And it seems like she wanted to make it a point that it happened at Quad's home. It was just low down and disgusting. And she knows that Quad had taken some time off of social media to deal with that. She was silent, wasn't making any posts or anything like that on her Instagram page, which means she was grieving and trying to deal with that tragedy. And, I don't know about cancel culture, but I just hope that it rings loud and clear to Simone that she was out of order, just like Titi said, out of order. And look, I feel like them icing Quad out in the beginning, to a certain extent, wasn't a bad thing because I remember how Quad participated in the same thing when it happened to Mariah. And we know if it wasn't for Mariah, there would be no love in Marriage Huntsville and definitely wouldn't have been a Quad because they were best friends. But the cast now, they have stooped too low, in my opinion. Is getting Love and Marriage Huntsville ish to me. Stooping too low. We've seen the cast on Love and Marriage Huntsville stoop too low, and that's what they're doing. They were saying on social media that Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie are the new mean girls, the new bullies. Dr. Jackie, they say, allegedly, is just quiet with hers. Real quiet. And look, I don't like how they are trying to make it appear that Dr. Heavenly is a saint. And I mean, not Dr. Heavenly, Lord have mercy, Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jack, we know Heavenly not no saint. She got the nerve to have the first name Heavenly. But they try to act like Dr. Jackie is a saint. And I like Dr. Jackie. I do believe that she's doing great things when it comes to being a doctor and ATL and her practice and everything else. But let her stand in her own ish. She got Heavenly as her watchdog, and people are scared, it seems, to voice their true opinions to her. Even Quad crying like that to Dr. Jackie. I don't think that Quad would have been crying like that with anybody else. I'm sure she was hurt, but I still don't think that Quad would have been crying, let's say, to Toya or to Mariah. She didn't do it with her, to anybody. But when it comes to Dr. Jackie sits high and they sit low, I guess. I guess. So that's my take on that. We will keep our eye out on what Bravo decides to do when it comes to Dr. Heavenly. If you're gonna stop on YouTube, I feel like you should stop when it comes to Married to Medicine completely. It is a conflict of interest, and she talks too much. Dr. Heavenly talks too much. Did it, Red Ann? Why did it anger you? Let me start that. I don't know. Maybe I'll drop the link and you let me know because I'm probably, hey, Dr. Minnie. Dr. Minnie said, I feel it was wrong on both ends, but what everybody keeps forgetting, Quad never talks to anyone outside of filming except for Sister Circle. And she says those are her real friends. You're right about that. I'm not excusing that at all, Dr. Minnie. It was wrong for Quad to say that she was only going to collect the check. And I think that's why they cut that check in half. And I remember when the show Sister Circle was still on, that Quad, excuse me, really did play the cast to the left, the cast of Married to Medicine. And maybe she thought that show would last forever. I don't know. But yes, you are absolutely right, Dr. Minnie. But that still does not mean that Dr. Heavenly should lie and try to act like Quad is the one that brought that video back to light. And that definitely doesn't give Simone the right to talk about a tragedy that affected Quad and her family. That was wrong. And she heard Quad trying to stop her. So that was wrong. Hey, LaDawn. Hey, sis. How are you? But we'll talk a little more. Like I said, I'll drop the link and we'll get a chance to discuss. Shout out to them cutie mods in the building. LaDawn, Pink Diva, Aunt Debbie, and Tyra. Thank you guys so very much for all you do. Let's go ahead and get into some more Bravo news, guys. Now, let me go ahead and put my disclaimer up real quickly because I will be sharing just some screenshots. I'm not going to play any audio or anything like that, but uh this will be shared from Instagram. Shout out to a couple pages on site. It's on site on Instagram. Housewives of ATL on Instagram. The Shade Room on Instagram. Simon, Portia's soon to be ex-husband, as well as Shereé Whitfield. But let's go ahead first and start with what is Dennis on? Housewives of ATL. But yes, this is covered under the copyright disclaimer, section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. And I am researching right now. I did do a little criticism. And this is considered news reporting. This is for fair use and entertainment purposes only. So let's get into Portia's baby daddy, Dennis. Dennis, Mr. Work, Win, Celebrate. So first, let me go to the screen. Which one was it? Hold on, guys. Because I want to know if you guys feel the way that I feel. Um, Dennis, Portia's baby daddy. Portia's baby daddy. They are trying to say that allegedly there could be some things going on with Dennis and Drew Sidora. So you guys know Drew Sidora. Has Drew been picked back up? You guys let me know if Drew is going to be on the upcoming season. I believe so. But you guys know that Drew Sidora stars on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And we learned of Dennis McKinley from Porsha while she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And they have their daughter, PJ. Well, Dennis made sure to acknowledge Drew Sidora in his stories yesterday. This is courtesy of Housewives of ATL on Instagram. Again, if you guys are not following them, make sure to do so. But the people are trying to put the pieces to the puzzle together. And look, I sort of agree. They're saying that it would have been different had Dennis just dropped down in Drew Sidora's comment section and congratulated her. But he did not. He put a whole picture of Drew Sidora in his stories on Instagram and he said, "Roll to the Grammys." So he's congratulating her on being in the studio. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's innocent to, go ahead and acknowledge her, Drew Sidora, in that way? Do you think that Dennis may be trying to make Porsha jealous now that Simon is on with Ralph? Oh, with the oldest son father? Really, sis? Ooh, child. I got to make sure I'm following Drew. Do you guys think that Dennis is trying to make Porsha jealous? Are you guys here for it? Cece said Dennis is so petty. It's funny. He is petty. He really is. Dennis be cutting up all on them Instagram screets. Things. Not big piss nimping. Speculation. That is a clear message of intentions. I think so too. Red Ann, what is he trying to drum up conversation for? To try to get back on the show, maybe? Let me know. Look, I wouldn't put it past Dennis. Dennis, like CC said, he's petty, but Dennis be trying to get, in my opinion, with all the ladies. All the ladies. I seen him in a video on his page with Drew in the video. You think she is? Think she is? Drew needs to go somewhere and sit down. So y'all not feeling it. Y'all not feeling it. Simone and Quad not to bring her father name up. Oh, she asked Quad not to bring her father's name up on the show again because her father had passed away. She knew it was heavenly. It's a different story though. Okay. Um, what I me this is excuse me, guys. What I do know though, Dr. Minnie, is Quad was there for Simone when she was searching for her father. So, it goes both ways when it comes to that friendship. They want Quad to reach out, they want Quad to call, but they're not doing it. So, and she was there. She was there for Simone. Hey, good bad apple. Um, yeah. Well, sis, I don't know now. Portia was in love. Portia was in love with Dennis. And we all was confused when she first made it. I guess it was her official announcement when she was with Simon. Because remember, then it was Porsha, Dennis, and Simon in the picture. So but that girl cried over Dennis a many a nights. A many a nights. So hey, succeeding. I'm hoping, first of all, I am hoping to see Dennis on Real Housewives of Atlanta because he is good TV to me. He really is. So we shall see. I'm gonna keep my eye out on it. But speaking of Porsha and Simon, what do you guys think about what Simon has been displaying on Instagram as of late? As of late, Simon has been clowning or trying to. I think he's trying to make Portia jealous. And I think he's failing miserably, miserably. So let me go ahead and remove this. But this is Simon's page. Let me go ahead and click follow on Simon's page. Um, and ever since Portia announced, let me see. Now, okay, he still got this one with Pilar. But as of last week, Simon had removed all of the pictures of him and Portia. But he left a picture up with Miss Diane, Portia's mama. Now, I always felt like that was more his speed, Miss Diane. But yeah, Simon and removed all them pictures, child. I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And as of earlier today, Portia still had Simon on her page. So I guess Simon said, it ain't no thing for him to replace him. But this is what Simon has to realize. One thing a lot of people has been pointing out that Simon is back to his old look. And they were saying that he's looking old after Portia. And I don't think he's looking old. I just think that Portia took the filters with her. Portia took the filters with her. Portia did have Simon looking a little good, child. But this is what Simon needs to know. I think he needs to take some time off. He did make a post earlier today, and he said, I post to share my life journey. It would either motivate or trigger your insecurities. Either way, I still wish you the best in life. And a lot of people still aren't buying it because, again, he's been posting new cars. He's been posting out and about in Miami and, seemingly being unbothered. And as somebody put in the comment section on this one, the loudest one after the relationship be the one that was wrong. And somebody else put something about when you make a lot of posts like this, you are bothered. And I think he is. But the only thing that Simon is going to attract, in my opinion, is another gold digger. So you posting all the Rolls Royces and the watches and the jets that people say you owe on and the trip here and trip there. You definitely won't have a problem getting another woman, but you most likely will get what you got. And that's gold diggers. I ain't mad at Portia. One thing I did notice when I was going through Dennis's page was Fallon, Simon's ex, was all on Dennis's page, clicking like here, like there. So, it's just messy. It's messy. It really, really is. Hey, BLS, really is. But in other Bravo news, guys, other Bravo News. First, let me bring it up. But yeah, Simon, sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. That's what we want you to do. Just sit down, get your papers right, try to stay in the country legally. That's what you should be focused on. Because I think if that wouldn't have happened, I don't know what happened with Portia and Simon. I don't know if that played a part, but it was soon after that that Porsha announced that she was getting divorced. Now, what I want to know though is how did Porsha get her name changed so quickly? We need her to go ahead and give her connect to Mel. Now, I know that on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, Mel has been successful in getting the Holt removed. And we need that for Instagram. So Portia got hers changed almost immediately. And I do know that sometimes they have a few connections. And I know that Portia and Mel are friends, if I'm not mistaken. I remember one time Portia invited Mel to her home. So yeah, we need to let Mel know to get that hookup from Portia so she can officially drop that hope. But in other Bravo news, guys, shout out to It's On Site on Instagram. Mr. Apollo was busted in 4K. Busted in 4K. So Apollo was creeping on his wife. And I guess the chick that he was creeping with is upset and she put him on blast. She released a video of them inside her home. You guys see there, she real comfortable. Got the scarf on and everything. You see Apollo, they gonna go ahead and get on the couch, child. Everything. Apollo got his shoes off, feet up on the couch, and she laying right there in his lap. She had the video just pointed right there. So she put him on blast. The last exchange, here's Apollo at the door, waiting to be let in. Again, shout out to It's On Site. And then there were a number of text messages from December, January, last month, a couple months ago, of Apollo and this chick. So, um, look, you guys know we always say that we ain't we not down with no side chicks, and Apollo is wrong. But I must say that the way that Shireen um sort of was taunting Phaedra, just like AC the bird has taunted Mel, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for Shireen for me, even though her and Apollo are married. But if you guys want to go and read everything in detail after this live now, make sure to go to It's On Site on Instagram and you will see the video live in 4K and you will also see the text messages. She dropped everything. And let me just say this. Whoo, child. I am so glad I am officially Negro free. Because baby, that's all I'm gonna say. Baby. So anyway, yeah, Apollo was busted. He hasn't said anything. If you guys, thank you, Good Bad Apple. If you guys watched Married to Medicine's reunion last night, at the end they showed Apollo. He will be there sitting behind. I don't know if he's sitting behind Phaedra, but he's there. And will Phaedra and Apollo get back together? Now, I will say this, and I'm going to go ahead. Yes, Delicia, baby, Negro free. Do you hear me? Go ahead and do your thing, all right? But this is what I have to say. I think that Phaedra is really done with Apollo. But when Phaedra was mentioning the difference of Married to Medicine versus being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't know. I felt something from her when she said that it seems like the cast on Married to Medicine champion trying to make marriages work versus the cast on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So for me, it kind of felt like Phaedra was, in a sense, saying that, if she had that support, maybe her and Apollo would still be married. But I think Phaedra probably saying, "Oh no, Yeah, I know. I understood it too. And but, you know what I mean? Still, if we put it into context as far as what she said, it kind of seemed like that's what she meant. She was only married to Apollo, and she really liked how the cast of Married to Medicine supports trying to keep their the other cast members' marriages together. So, we shall see. Bravo said, I've said it before. Good. I'm not surprised he stole people's checks and income. He's a thief, liar, and cheater, criminal, period. Allegedly. Allegedly. And I know he went and served time. But you guys know, for the sake of the channel, they're divorced for a reason. They are both a hot mess. Fidelity in marriages means so much. Oh, child, BLS, girl. I almost said BLS. You know better than to put that in the chat, but I see what you put. I see what you put. All right, and then we're gonna get into what else I have. Not much. Two more things, and then we will get on with the get going with the get on or whatever I'm trying to say. But shout out to Here for Hot Tea. I was listening to Here for Hot Tea earlier today, and not listening and watched her video. And she showed a live of Shereé Whitfield. Shereé was live on Instagram last night, and Shereé mentioned how Mr. Martel Holt, had just called her. Martel trying to get that old thing back. Okay. Somebody check on Coleslaw. Check on Coleslaw. Maybe that's why Coleslaw released that picture today of Miles Morales. But Shereé ain't trying to hear it when it comes to Martel. She said that Martel is broke, a little too broke for her. And we all remember when Martel tried to get everybody to split the bill at Sheree's birthday party, and how, those girls in Atlanta don't play that. Mr. Man didn't have the money and said that they can cash app him. I know you guys remember that. But this is what I think got Mr. Martel on the line calling Shereé. And guys, I know I don't have to say this. I am strictly D-ickly. But baby, Shereé gave that old stank walk yesterday. And I love me a good stank walk myself, especially when I'm single. Love me a old good stank walk. Well, I think this is what got Mr. Martel all in his feelings and missing Sheree's body, oddy, oddy. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of Sheree's stank walk. And I think Martel saw Shereé in that dress and dialed those digits. She's not no linebacker like Ariane Curry. Let's take a look, guys. Stank walk. Stank walk. Do you hear me? Go ahead on, Shereé. Go ahead on, Shereé Whitfield. The girl is wearing that dress. And as I mentioned, and I'm sure a lot of you guys, no offense to anybody that's not, but for those of us that are strictly de-ickly, there is nothing wrong with giving a woman her props. Shereé did the damn thing in that dress. Do you hear me? And her body, health, and fitness has always been a thing when it comes to Shereé, and she looked good. Definitely gotta give her props on that there dress. So I think that's why Mr. Martel dialed them digits, okay? And Shereé says she is F Negro free. Okay, that seems to be the theme. F a Negro free in 2024. She is not looking back at Martel. I do think that she cared for Martel, But we remember what stopped that. Yes, my degree is real. Coleslaw. Live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coleslaw gonna try to put on a dress from H&M Child and start to strutting, and I don't think it's gonna have the same effect like Shereé Whitfield. So I am not shocked at all. This picture of Martel on the screen, the way he looking, that's how he was looking at that screen as Shereé with that stank of the dank walk. Yes, Keisha, the stank walk. Baby, ain't nothing ain't nothing wrong with a good old stank walk. Do you hear me? Sis, we've been talking about the gym. Now I gotta go hard for at least, I'm gonna say 2 months. 2 months. Go hard, hard. And when I tell you that stank walk is coming back, coming to Vegas, baby. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, let me get serious. Martell, go ahead on somewhere. She don't want you and your problems. She does not want you and your problems. And your problem is Ariana Curry forever. So, go ahead and marry that chick. To the cutie crew, don't forget that video is on members only, introducing Miles Morales. And shout out again to Here for Hot Tea. If you guys are not following another one of my self-titled little sisters here on YouTube, make sure to follow Here for Hot Tea. But it was because of her that I saw Shereé live yesterday. I mean, not her live, but I saw that video of that stank walk. But I didn't know that she had said that Martell dialed them digits. She is not trying to do that at all. Now, I just want your quick opinion on this. Shout out to 754 of you that are watching me, because I need you guys to let me know when I post this if I'm tripping. Let me close these other Instagram pages and shout out to the Shade Room just for this post. It was a repost of Tammy Roman. Now, look, Tammy, you got. You got. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. I was so shocked that Tammy even said what she said. Now, Tammy made a post on Twitter and she said, I got my natural hair braided in straight backs to go under my wigs. So you guys know you get your hair braided straight to the back and then you stick in a wig on top of it. She said they are small and look nice, about 20 in total. When she was done, I asked her how much, and she said $350. Have any of you ever paid $350 to get some French braids to the back? Tammy says she almost fainted. She had no idea prices went up that much. And she says she was expecting $200. And $200 is too much. So, what is Tammy doing over there? Like, seriously. Girl, if that's not a $50 max, considering it's 2024, $50 max. And Tammy, you are not too good to go in anybody's hood and get your hair braided. My sister is one of the coldest braiders ever. She can grip the BDBs, okay? Myself, licensed cosmetologist, I don't practice anymore. Is nowhere in the world that I would charge somebody $200, $350, or even over. Like I said, 50 would be the max today, because the only thing you're doing is putting a wig on top of it. So, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna read a couple of you all's comments. I'm seeing my type of prices in the chat. Yes, exceeding $350. And then she said she was expecting 200. Good Bad Apple say I pay 40 and I tip an extra 10. There you go. Teresa said $35. Karen said 50 to 60 tops. Sherry said my niece can do it for 25. She's only 16. Yeah, so look, I know Tammy is working today. But girl, if you don't go find you somebody that can put them braids in your hair, that's ridiculous on both prices. That is ridiculous. Is the silver in here? Where? If she is, oh, and it's Day Silva. If she is, hey Day Silva, I will scroll and try to find you. But who did I just see? Somebody just said Gwen H. Oh, well, I don't know, Gwen. I don't know if you're saying hello to Day Silva or if you think you in Day Silva's chat. Child, I know a lot of you guys get a little mixed up because you said, hey, Day Silva in chat. But either way, hey, a Day Silva. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. As I mentioned with Mr. Carlos King, though, Carlos is now trying to act like he ain't got no power. Now, we have heard Carlos say, hey, Pastor Braylon, we have heard Carlos say time and time again that he is the creator of Love and Marriage Huntsville, his number one show, his this, his that. Okay, Gwen, you mixed up, child. Yeah, this chit chat over here. No problem. But Carlos has always said he's the creator. Took that from Mel. His number one show on. His production company, Kingdom Reign. His. Well, now Carlos is trying to back away from responsibilities and decision making when it comes to Love in Marriage Huntsville. How convenient. So that's game. And you guys know, I'm going to tell you, game recognized game. That's game. And just to soften the blow in advance for us seeing Martel Holt on season 7 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. He know that the majority, hundreds and thousands of people have demanded that Martel either be suspended or let go, considering he is currently on a domestic DV harassment communication charge. And yeah, people have been demanding something. Well, Carlos is gone head on and trying to get away from that in advance. In advance. And Carlos can make the decision to sit Martel Holt down. But now he's saying that, it's just game. It's just game. It is what it is. So that is my Huntsville happening as well as hot topics. And I talk for almost an hour myself, but I am gonna drop the link. We will not be here over. We're gonna try to keep it cute. For those that would like to come up and join me and give me your thoughts on all of the topics. Simone and Quad and Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, Martel wanting that old thing back. Carlos trying to get out of standing up to Martel Holt, Dennis and Drew Sidora, and Apollo being caught in 4K. So I'm going to prepare the link. And while you guys come up, I will read a couple comments. And yeah, if you can be mindful, if you do click the link and try to keep the comments cute. Because we are going live tomorrow to discuss Charnita's world. But again, Zandra, welcome to the Cutie Crew. Raymel, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Dr. Minnie is back. Welcome back, Dr. Minnie. And Charlene, it is what it is. Welcome to the Cutie Crew. You guys are just in time for a sisterhood members only meeting that we typically have every week. And we will have that either Wednesday or Thursday. But thank you guys. I see a couple people backstage. And let me go ahead real quickly. We'll read a couple comments. Let's see. I saw a couple and I didn't start. Hello, Anitra. sitting on the marble stoop for a braid out. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Didn't see any video on members on the membership. I know you guys to be kidding me. Any cutie crew members? Let me look at my page. Any cutie crew members? Hold on. Hold on. Videos. Huh. Hold on, guys. Thank you for saying that, JOM. Let me go to, before I let you guys up, give me 1 second. Let me go to my dashboard. Dashboard, content. Introducing Miles Morales. No. What time did I put this for? Oh, man. No views, which means you are right. So, um, hold on, guys. What the heck did I do? Now I released that video earlier today and I put it on members only. And obviously I must have put the date for. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. And thank you guys that's backstage. Give me 1 second. Visibility. Hold on. Let me do this. Edit visibility. It was on private somehow. Oh shoot. Okay. I have to make it public. So don't you all run and leave. But I have to make it all public. It was scheduled for March 4th, but what time? Hold on, it's not showing me that. Oh, 7:30 p.m. That's crazy. No, we didn't want that. Okay, it's updated and it's public. Don't leave the live right now, but once we are done, you guys make sure to check out the video of introducing Miles Morales. That was supposed to be on members only first and then go public at 7:30, but I did something wrong. But let's go ahead and get started. I have a couple of you guys backstage. Good Bad Apple, is that you?
That's me. It's
Hey,
me. How are
how are
you?
you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Next up is Red Ann. Hey, Red Ann.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Thanks for asking. Hope you're well. Next up is Bravo. Bravo, is that you?
Yes, it is. How you
Oh,
doing? Hi, everybody.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Hey, hey.
All right. Next up is LaDawn. Hey, LaDawn.
Hey, cutie crew, how y'all doing?
Pretty
Hey.
Hey,
good. Pretty good.
LaDawn.
Pretty good. And last but not least is BLS. BLS, is that you?
Hey, Chit Chat. Yes, it's me.
All right, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Currently, we have 736 people watching. I see my Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, is that you? Aunt Debbie?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. And Aunt Debbie has joined us as well. Shout out to the panel. Thank you guys for joining me. For those that are watching, please hit the like button and drop down if you want to chit chat. Good, bad apple. We're going to go ahead and get started with you. Your thoughts. Your thoughts on anything that we discussed tonight.
Well, I'm gonna be real quick. I don't watch Married to Medicine or Real Housewives.
Okay.
Um, so I'm not exactly sure like everything that happened with Martel on the show or whatever, but I just want to know, when did Shereé notice and how long did it take for her to notice that Martel is broke? Like
Mm,
when did she notice that? Because
free.
I
I
think when he
mean,
asked for the cash app.
Yeah.
it took her that
Ask them
long. Like,
That part.
when he asked for them to split that birthday bill.
right, because I'm like when you came to visit him at an apartment, Because wasn't he living in an apartment?
That was a home.
Oh, okay. I
Mhm.
thought he was in an apartment, but I'm like, you should have known when you came to visit him in Huntsville that he was broke. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not like
Huh?
I don't, the math ain't mathing, but
Mhm. As
like, I,
well as Good Bad Apple, let me go ahead and interject real quickly. If you saw his furniture that he got in his house, that was the same furniture in the ex-wife house, that should give you a clue too that he may be broke. Go ahead.
thank you. I'm like, girl, are you
I
just,
wonder did it smell like barbecue when she sent
you
him?
know
Oh,
what? That's a
child.
good question.
Oh,
That
Life
is a
baby.
good question. It's just so baffling to me to hear her saying this now, after completely after the fact, after they're, after they've been broken up for so many months now. Like, you just now acknowledging that he's broke. You only acknowledged a while back that he was emotionally unavailable, which these are things to me that you have to be dumb as a box of rocks not to notice, you know. But
Mm.
it just, that just dawned on me, like, wow. And as far as Carlos and him, um losing his opportunity with Heavenly, because that really was as much as it was for him as it was for Heavenly, because he was getting a lot of traction out of that too. Like,
Mhm.
and looking at his shows, the very low ratings that his shows are getting, like, what is it, Bold and Bougie? That's probably not going to
Mhm.
even make it a whole season,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
because the ratings, like, I think it was like 60,000 the last
Was that
episode.
it? Oh wow.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what it was.
like, that's not going to last.
Mhm.
And it's to me, it's looking like he's getting some due karma.
Mm.
I really
Mhm.
feel like he's really getting some due karma, which is another reason why he doesn't want to fire Martel. But I feel like Melody knows better. She knows better than to believe that he can't do no hiring and firing.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel
He got
like,
rid of Destiny. He got rid of Destiny, didn't he? Got rid of
yes,
Wanda, didn't he? It's a couple people that's
yes,
not on the show.
right. And which really, it fortifies my belief that he, like, Martell has something on him, and he
Mhm.
can't fire Martell. It's now become just very clear to me
Crystal clear.
that Martell has something on not just Carlos, but like everybody on the show,
Mhm.
except for
Mhm.
Mel. Because Mel, won't let him have anything on her. She puts everything out there. But, that's all I wanted to say. Like, it is quite clear now. If it wasn't before, it's
Mm.
absolutely clear now. Martell got stuff
Mhm.
on Carlos especially, and Carlos cannot fire him.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that that is the reason why Carlos is trying to act like he don't? Do you think it's game like I do? Because I think it's game.
Yeah, it is. That's the reason why he's trying to act like he can't do any personnel decisions, because clearly he was doing it
Mhm.
before. And now all of a
Mhm.
sudden you
Mhm.
can't, now all of a sudden that the request has been made. When he asked her
Mhm.
what needs to happen, and she said Martell got to go, he got to go. Like,
Yeah.
that should have been the end of discussion.
Mhm.
But now you want to say you can't, you don't have that authority? No, that don't even, the math ain't math. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Nope.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
it.
Excellent points. Excellent point. And I totally agree with you. I feel like, I can't say for sure, but I feel like something ain't right. Something is not right when it comes to Carlos and Martel Hope, But
I want to say
great,
this.
great observation. Good, bad apple.
I want to say one more
Go ahead.
thing, and this is alleged in my opinion. Alleged in my opinion, there might be some personal, like intimate relations.
Mm.
May have been some intimate relations between the two of them, I
Okay.
believe.
Okay.
And
Allegedly,
Carlos
and in
may have
your
opened
opinion.
himself up, in my opinion, allegedly. And I feel like Carlos
Mm-hmm.
may have opened himself up to some harassment allegations.
And
Mm.
really opened himself up.
Time
Yeah.
will tell. Time will tell. Some ain't right. We'll just keep it like that. Some ain't right. And we shall see. But it seems like there is something being held over somebody's head. There's no
Hmm.
decision, like you just said. Mel been saying, why is he there? I was confused why he was when they were announcing the Houston trip. Why is he here? All of that. The girl has basically been screaming this to the world, but to them first, and nothing has been done. Nothing. So excellent points. Good, bad apple. And yeah, we'll just keep our eye out on it. But it's BS. I totally agree with you. That man could let Martell go today. Today. But before I get to you, Red Ann, let me acknowledge Niecy Smith. Hey, cutie crew. Love Aunt Debbie too. Thank you so much, Niecy, for the super chat. And yes, we love our Aunt Debbie for
Yes.
sure. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you.
One last thing for you. Tell them to bring me my money.
Thank you. All right. Who is this in the okay? You all in the back chat. Okay. All right. Thank you again. Good, bad apple. Next up is Red Ann. Red Ann, your thoughts on everything that we discussed, or anything.
I just simply want to talk about Dr. Jackie.
Okay.
I had made a comment about the segment where Dr. Jackie and VP Harris, was basically talking about um the health care gap that Black women face versus all other races.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that angered me is because why would she be given that platform to talk to VP Harris when it was all over social media about how she talked about Black women and the health disparity that a lot of these Black women face, which these medical people will not say, they won't admit to it. But
Mm-hmm.
if you say that you have Medicaid, it's a whole different ball game for them. And she doesn't even accept Medicaid. So how could you be the spokesperson to talk about a health disparity and you're not being a part of the solution and accept these women that have that insurance?
Good point.
That's what I
Good.
don't like about it. I don't like the platform that they put it on. And honestly, VP Harris should have done her homework. You should have done your homework to see exactly what she does because it's more than just being a soror in that moment. If you're supposed to be standing on making sure Black women have, just as much quality care as, the stars over here that will pay you cash, you know,
Yeah.
versus you not getting as much as you normally would. I mean, you just showed what you're really about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that, and I just felt like that was disingenuous. I felt like she kept talking about it. They showed her, on the laptop, then she talked about it again at dinner. I think there was another time she talked about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm sick and tired of hearing her talk about it. And you don't even want to accept these women, with this health insurance when that's all that they can, afford for prenatal care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that just completely angered me. And yeah, I was over that. I was very
Mm.
disappointed. I was very
Yeah.
disappointed.
Excellent point. And yeah, I think we may have touched on this before in members only as well. Probably when, the backlash hit Dr. Jackie. But I remember us talking about that. I remember people that live in Atlanta that are a part of the Cutie crew that was saying, the same thing. A couple of them are in the nursing field. And yeah, I think Dr. Jackie, I don't want to say she got what she deserved. I don't want to say that, but I do believe when she was speaking to Dr. Heavenly and made those remarks that she spoke from her heart. That's how she felt. And to
Right.
see her cry yesterday, it was similar to when she came out and released the statement. It's
I
more
don't
about
buy it.
her.
I don't buy it.
Yeah. Seems to
Mm-mm.
be more about her hurt feelings than the feelings that she hurt. You know what I'm
And
saying?
her
So,
exposure, her being
yep.
exposed.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm curious too how that decision was made with the VP. But look,
Right.
I'm not too thrilled with the VP. That's a whole nother life.
Yeah, that's
But
a whole nother live. A
whole nother
whole
life.
nother live.
Yes, it is. But go ahead, Red Ann, and then after Red Ann, we'll
Oh
get
no,
to
that was
Bravo.
it. Yeah, that was
That
it.
was
I just wanted to speak on that. Those two black
Okay, and
women.
thank you for that because I had your comments starred because I wanted to know why it angered you, and I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah. Chit Chat, you was right about whether Wanda was serious about what she said about AC. She was very serious. Her friend was trigger at teeth. Okay, well,
Piano teeth.
Sadie, huh?
Piano teeth. Oh jeez. I think they
Okay,
talking.
I don't get that part, but I get what you're saying. So it was a trigger for her, brought back memories. Yeah, I kind of figured that. And that's why I felt, sis, don't you start. That's why I felt Wanda being upset was genuine. You know what I mean? I
But it
felt
was
it.
for her friend, not for Mel.
I don't think she was serious.
She was
Yeah,
not.
we'll get back into that. But what you guys got to realize is a lot of people that could have happened to, and it angered a lot of people outside of the show. It was a lot of ladies on the panels that were crying, and it brought back memories for them. So for me, Wanda probably was trying to get, don't get me wrong, on folks' good graces, but sometimes, especially when you are a content creator, for me, you have to try to look at the issue. And in that issue, I felt like somebody close to her or either her had had that happen to them. So, just my opinion. I know we all differ
But
at
I think she
times.
said she would do the same thing.
Who?
Hmm.
Wanda.
She said she would do what?
She
She did.
said
She
that.
said she would do the same
Yeah,
thing.
Tell somebody's
yeah,
story.
she sure did.
She
That's when I.
what?
Yeah, she did.
She said if Mel had done
After?
something to her, then she was saying it in the same video. She said if Mel
Yeah.
did something to her, then
Yep.
I would do something. But that girl ain't do nothing to you, and you telling all her
Um,
personal business.
so
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's
she
let me
said
get this
that.
right.
She
Let me
said
get this
that.
right. Wanda said if Mel had done something for her, that she would have done the same thing and
Yes.
released information.
She
Okay,
did.
see,
Yes.
Yep.
okay, now you guys know it's a lot of us that can't even stomach listening to Wanda for long, but that's low down. That's the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I
That's the
said,
same thing.
she wasn't being genuine.
Got you, got you, got you. Well,
No.
that's why I love you guys because you
Mm-hmm.
guys will really, really let me know the deal. I can't listen to Wanda long. She screw up words too much, and she was saying something nuggets and all of that in that video. So okay, well, yeah, that's crazy, and it's the same thing. There's no different. There's no reason ever, Wanda, if you are
Ever.
listening, ever to say
Ever.
something like that, whether somebody
Ever.
made you mad or not, ever.
Ever. Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss more of that. I don't want to get all into Wanda on this live, but yeah, that's wrong. That's bogus. It really is. Now, sis, I'm not sure why you put swallowed up in the chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you, girl.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up?
Sis, you better not be putting that in there. I told sis, I walked past the mirror. I was looking like TD Jakes, child. I gotta stop eating all this food. I gotta stop eating all my favorites from when I moved. So I'm just making up
Oh
for lost time.
gosh.
Girl, walk past and look like TD. I said, we're not doing this.
She said she
Sis,
said
you
that
better.
Carlos was swallowed up by Martel.
Okay, Carlos was allegedly child.
Allegedly
Y'all a mess. Now this is cutie.
swallowed,
Look, this is cutie crew type of content we giving here.
swallowed
Swallowed
up.
up. Oh, child.
Mm.
Look, allegedly, I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say. Something ain't right.
Went back
But
for
thank
more.
you, thank you, Red Ann. CC said I didn't see Jackie's video until around the time the episode with VP Air. Okay, that's when it went viral. And yeah, I don't think that quad is the one that brought that to light. As I mentioned, thank you for saying this. As I mentioned, a lot of women were angered at the initial video. So naturally, they felt like Red Ann, confused why Dr. Jackie was talking to the VP and acting like she's an advocate, really, after saying something like that. So, yeah, yeah. Um, yep, an elitist. And Thane said medical elitism is real. Physicians can be elitist and anoint themselves as spokespersons. Mm-hmm. Agree. All right, Bravo, take it away. Thank you again, Chad. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like for me.
Wow, there's quite a bit of topics tonight. Dennis and Drew Sidor, allegedly, maybe, possibly. I don't
Ow.
see it. I don't
No.
see it. Mm-mm. No. But I could be wrong. I mean, he did get Porsha, so I don't know. I mean, I think Dennis. I don't think he needs to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
unless we're seeing him as a co-parent, for Pilar. That's about it. And
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't see them together. Maybe that's just me. I don't. We really don't know the true in and outs of people's personalities anyway until they've been on a show for a while. So I would have to see their interaction together to get it. I don't get it. I'm not feeling it.
Okay.
And then there was uh with Quad. Now Quad has never been like my favorite. I just felt like her dynamic with Mariah really put me off, and some of the things she was doing. But I always felt like Quad was really like a part of the group, and I always kind of thought that with her dynamic, she should have been on a different type of show. Like that wasn't her thing. Especially after she and Dr. G divorced. Um, And I think she's a bit of a character. She could probably try acting, and that's not being funny or facetious. I just don't. I didn't see her really from Married to Medicine after her and Dr. G divorced.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but for me, like I said, she wasn't one of my favorites. But what Dr. Simone did, and even if Dr. Simone have felt some kind of way about her bringing up her father, there was absolutely no reason for her to bring up that child. And what had
Yeah.
happened. After Quad said the first Simone should have been like catch my breath, let me pull back. And then you gotta watch Andy, because he's a slick one. Because he could encourage Simone to go ahead and say what she was going to say. And he ignored the fact that Quad was over there bawling her eyes out or crying or, or upset. He just totally ignored that. So he was more into getting Simone to keep going and saying what she said. And then Simone, is a loud talker. So she has a habit of not controlling herself when she's making a point or speaking.
Yes.
I mean, she gets messy with it. I mean, I don't know how they sit in a room with her sometimes. I would have to get up and leave and say, y'all give me a moment because I can't take all that. But yeah. And then with who else was it? It was Carlos and Heavenly. They're haters. They're a hot mess anyway. It was bound to come to an end. They were imploding on themselves. His little announcement about he doesn't have the authority or whatever he was trying to put it to fire or hire anybody, but he is the executive producer. He's the main producer. His recommendations are considered above all else. Absolutely. So he does have a voice, even if OWN is no longer owned by Oprah and it's part of Discovery. He does have a voice about a show that he says he created. So a lot of what he's saying is, most of what he says is BS. And when it comes to Martel, I've always said that their interactions seemed a little over friendly and familiar, to put it nicely. And that I think that there's some kind of connection that goes beyond producer to producer or producer to cast member or host of a reunion. It's a little deeper than that as a relationship. It's a relationship. And that's, that's the nicest way I could put it, And then Dr. Heavenly, she's I don't think she should be on the show anymore because she seems to be the one who wants to say the most meanest, outrageous thing and then pull back and say, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. How about not saying it in the first place? And then you will have to keep apologizing and stop being Dr. Jackie's mouthpiece. Dr. Jackie knows exactly what she's doing. If you ask Dr. Jackie about other stuff and she comes to you and she's clear about it, like how she speaks to Sweet Tea and everybody, she really doesn't need a Dr. Heavenly. What's Dr. Heavenly doing for you? You're using Dr. Heavenly when it's convenient to use her. And that's it. That's period. And so, and then what was the other one? I think that's it, right?
Let me put up the we had Apollo. Did you mention him?
Oh no, y'all don't want me to say nothing, but so I'm not gonna curse or anything, but really,
please don't.
I'm not, but really, I mean, I don't feel sorry for him. I don't want to hear from him. I don't want to see him on a reunion. I don't want to see him interact with anybody. I don't want to see him co-parenting with Phaedra, and I really am not a fan of Phaedra. I don't even want to see him cross the street. I don't want to hear about his life experiences based on what he did. And that was enough for me. Once you decide that you are actually going to steal someone's livelihood, their actual livelihood, And then you're going to throw in veterans, and y'all know I'm a veteran. So that's a no-go with me. So everything
Yeah.
that I see that happens to him is just karma. And I hope that it keeps on coming and it never stops. That's all I
All
got to
right.
say about Apollo.
All right. Excellent, excellent commentary.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I am Diva. We would hope. I am Diva put, does anyone think maybe Martel was fired by sorry guys. Let me start over. Does anyone think maybe Martel was fired by the higher ups and Carlos saying he has no control over the matter is his way of trying to remove himself from said firing? Time will tell. But I would think that if Martel was fired, that he wouldn't be allowed at any cast events. And we saw him at Stormy's event that was taped. The cameras were rolling. So,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wouldn't be allowed. So I just don't think that that's the case. But we'll see. I doubt it though. I doubt it. Let's see. I don't want to see him on a fashion show. Who's succeeding? Carlos King was crying like somebody died while talking to Martell, allegedly. Right there on that reunion stage, child. Right there. Right there. But thank you. Bravo. Next up is LaDawn. LaDawn, your thoughts, sis?
Hey.
Hey.
Well, um, Drew, I'm like, bravo. Drew and the hot dog man, no.
Mm-mm.
I don't think um that they're a match. I don't think that's Drew's type. I don't know. I just don't see it like that. But I do think that he's trying to get Porsha jealous
Mm.
on his
Mhm.
end. I
Period.
do. I do.
Mm.
Okay. I don't think Drew's interested in him, but I think he is definitely trying to get Drew jealous and gonna try to get on that show as a friend of the show
Mm.
and to be able to throw some shots and be in the mix. Cause
And
then it's
flirt.
like to be cause he's a dirty stinking dog too,
Ooh, child. Ooh,
allegedly in my opinion.
child. Ooh,
Mm.
Yes, he is.
child.
So I don't put
Mm-mm.
nothing past him, but
Mm.
I just don't think that that's Drew's type. She like pretty boys. That's her weakness. That's her problem. You
Mm.
know, I think Drew's superficial when it comes to men. You
Mm.
know, she picks based on what they look like and not what they look like on the inside. In my opinion. So anyway, so that's how I feel about, that situation. Um as for Quad, I think Quad did a lot of things wrong. I'm not team Quad. I'm not really team none of them on that show, but
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
will say that they started the distance between Quad and them, because when Quad was going through what she was going through with getting a divorce and the side chick, the pictures being exposed, whatever, none of them reached out to her. Dr. Heavenly did, but none of them reached
Mhm.
out to her. So you talking about somebody wanting to be somebody's friend who at my lowest points, y'all didn't even check
Yep.
on me. So then I got a contract with these women that were listening to me, that were giving me an ear to hear what I was holding in, what I was going through, because I was humiliated.
Mhm.
And I became more closer to those women than the women I was actually on the show with,
Good
because
point.
they didn't support her. Okay.
Mhm.
She didn't
Good point.
start no distance before that. That's when that distance started.
Mhm.
When they did not support Quad when she was going through her divorce and was humiliated, because they put those pictures out there of him in the allegedly or whatever. So that's how I feel about that little part of it. um, but as far as, and they're sticking it to Quad because they never really seen it for her. So it's easy to all clump up against her. And she's not a doctor's wife anymore.
Mhm.
So Quad is good for TV, but just not for that show. I agree.
Mm.
Now,
I would
Dr.
like to see
Simone,
Quad on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I would too. I could
I
see
Right?
mean,
her on
yeah,
there.
yeah, Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I could see her on there. Yep.
Yep.
And Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Simone is just mean. She's downright mean.
Baby,
Hmm.
She's
all
a
that screaming,
mean
no
woman.
man, no man.
She's a mean woman. And let me tell you something. She went too far. How you gonna compare looking for your grown old drug addict father? Compare
The man has gone to glory now. Go
oh
ahead.
God rest your soul, but back then when they was, what their mission was that time when Quad was trying to support her, for her to compare
Mm-hmm.
that to a little girl be
Yeah.
happening what happened to her is
Mm-hmm.
beyond me. No, I'm not saying now because after that's what happened. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
at the time when you was taught when she tried to use that, it's like how dare you compare that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it just shows how that evil streak that um Dr. Simone has and Dr. Jackie. That's why they were really so close because they're kind of cut from the same cloth. Um, I just don't see it for Dr. Simone. I don't like her stinking attitude. She
Mm-hmm.
think her don't stink. I don't like her, and I don't like how she talk to people. She's a mess. She's phony. They're all phony though, but she's the
They're mean
phoniest to me.
girls. They're
Yeah.
Yes,
mean
they
girls.
are. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually sad for educated doctors with their own practices, beautiful homes, beautiful families, money, um, all this stuff, and you still showing bitterness, not satisfied, still angry, like so you're just never happy. Nothing makes you happy. They're
Mm-hmm.
miserable. They're miserable, and I don't see it for them. But Dr. Heavenly definitely goes too far, and she's not to be trusted because she don't have a loyal bone in her body. She don't have a loyal
Mm-hmm.
bone in her body. She's wishy-washy. She is good for TV because she is entertaining, but she
Yeah.
needs to be in a box because if you let her loose, she goes way too far. You got to give her an itemized list of the thing how
Hmm.
low she can't go, because other than that, she will go under the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm glad that her and CK's show is not going to be able to continue because I think what they were spewing was um division, um, jealousy. They were spewing, you know, mean, hateful shade. They wasn't putting nothing good into the universe. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? So it's one less rubbish in talking about other women and putting them down and all that just because you didn't like something somebody said. Nothing that these women are going through with each other warrants none of the deep stuff like this. Doesn't
Yeah.
warrant it. They don't even really have a real issue. Nothing really major happened. Okay, y'all don't like each other, but you're going there and you men talking about a woman's eggs. Child,
Yeah.
please. And it's
Disgusting.
just spewing too much negativity, and that's just cleaning up,
Mm-hmm.
some stuff that need to be, pushed out the way. And that's how I feel about that show. So her going over to Patreon, um, I don't know. I think she's not really hip to the way things go in the internet streets because people still can screenshot and
Mm-hmm.
put your stuff out there, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll get in trouble this time because you're told not to do it at all.
Right. That's what I said. If she was going to Patreon to continue on, she may as well have stayed on YouTube.
Right.
And it's not just people on the streets that know, but the networks know as well They can't
Mm-hmm.
do anything as far as striking your content, but as far as being your employer, they can do something, and
Mhm.
that means let you go. So excellent point. Go ahead, LaDon, and then we're gonna move on to BLS.
Who's left? Apollo.
Yeah, Apollo. Your thoughts on Apollo?
Hmm. He's just a stinking dirty dog too.
Ooh,
I'm not
child.
surprised. He's just a fool because he's another one that's ignorant to the YouTube, to the internet and how it works and ring cams. He's new with stuff like this. And he is a darn fool. he
Apollo Apollo got caught in 4K.
this is clear as day.
Yeah.
And it's like he was already on that show. They was on that love show where him and his girl was having issues on that resort thing. Remember
Uh-huh.
when Just Hilarious
Mm-hmm.
and then was on there?
Couple
They was on
something.
there
Yeah.
because he's a trip. They was already having kind of a struggle in their marriage.
Right.
So I want to see how she gonna handle it, but I'm not surprised. That's all I gotta say. He's a stinking dirty dog.
Mm-mm. Well, there it
Yep.
is, child. There is. LaDon said what she said, okay? Stinking dirty dog. Um, and yeah, like I said, when it comes to marriage, I do feel a little differently. But Apollo's wife teamed up with Fallon just last week when Porsha announced that she and Simon were going to be getting a divorce. You guys remember Fallon made a post and she put her location was the USA, and then the video was taped by Apollo's wife. So she was being messy, you know what I mean, to another wife. I get it. Somebody in the comment section said, they all mess around with all these same men and women like they are the only people in ATL. That was Teresa Wright. She said they do too much circling around to me. They act like it's not any other men or women in Atlanta. I agree. Hollywood is like that too. But great points, LaDon. Great points. Let me read a couple comments. Thames. I really wanted to read this one. Thames said, "Are we noticing that television is portraying the dysfunction of African Americans for profitability?"
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's why we've noticed it on all these shows. But that's why it's very disheartening when it comes to a Carlos King with a black production company and the creator, as he say, and all of that, for him to show that. That's why. That was one of the things that I loved about Charnita's World from the first episode. I didn't see any of that. But yes, absolutely. Not only television, but they're doing it in music as well. So that's why you see this whole stripper era, and that's what's being sold to the younger generation. The girls are half dressed and they talking about, sex and sucking and everything else they can think of, and it's done that way as well, is to make us look exactly what we are saying. So excellent point, excellent point. Succeeding, you said, I understand. I would not like any of them either. They are jealous because Quad ventured into other things. They look down on her. I agree. They were fine with Quad when Quad didn't have much going on. Now, I'm still, it's not my business. She doing the damn thing, but we don't know what Quad does now. I would like to know. But I agree. As long as they could look down on her, she didn't have the mansion. She wasn't dressing as fancy and all of that. They were cool. Let's see. Dr. G still wants Quad. Hilarious. And then Red Ann, you cracked me up talking about Dennis came home smelling just like hot. Dennis comes home smelling like hot dogs every day. Ooh, child, not the hot dog water. Now
Mm-mm.
Dennis and Martel, they are buddies, and they would be a good little match there as far as Martel's house smelling like charcoal, and Dennis got the hot dogs. It's a match made in heaven. Just throw them on the grill, child, right there in the
Okay.
house.
Throw them on the couch.
Just throw them on the couch. Too funny. All right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Thank you again, Luzon. And next up, and we are making wonderful time. So I appreciate you guys. Next, because it's late. Let's see. Eastern is now 3 hours ahead of me. So it's 10:45 and 9:45 Central. OMG. All right, BLS, you are up.
Hey, Chit Chat. Hey, everybody on the panel and in the chat, the comments.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let me see. Okay. So I'll start with Carlos and Martel. My thoughts are what they've always been. I truly believe that he has something on, Martel has something on Carlos and the cast and crew, the cast, and probably the crew too. And as it relates to Martel, Martel, you see what he did to his wife. If he recording everything, conversations with her, and then sharing, some of the conversations with, Bird, you can't go no lower than that. And he had an intimate relationship with Mel in a way that he didn't have with those other people. His relationship with Carlos is new. He was with Mel for 13 years or more. And and I believe that that's why Shereé turned the corner like, wait a minute, you did what? And hearing all of the things that Bird is saying, nobody is safe. And so he's going to be hard trying to get anybody to get with him after what Bird and that content creator put out on, tried to use to hurt Mel. It's like you are lower than low to, number one, share it. And number two, not publicly, what am I trying to say? Publicly, say something, publicly apologize and say something. I shared that, never knowing that she was going to put it out there like that. But he has said nothing. And then it was almost like the day after she put it out, he takes her to the gym and taking photo and video of her like he was proud of her. That was his voice behind the camera. And so he stuck with what he threw away everything for. And he need to keep trying to work on that Build-A-Bear and keep trying to build that. But and that's what I believe. And I believe Shereé was like, and that walk was like, ninja, please.
Thank walk, yeah.
That's thank walk, honey. And so, but yeah, and it's like, I think he sealed his fate. That last one that she put out, it was so low. And then his sorry behind, he ain't said nothing coming behind that. Like, you just gonna leave that out there like that? And so, we talk about him having something on everybody, right? And they probably thinking he could be, they could call his bluff. He could be lying. Like maybe he didn't think that, I can record these people because he was working so hard to get mail, right? And so he probably didn't, but he probably telling them, oh, I got a recording. You remember when you said such and such to me? That's sexual harassment, man. Allegedly, in my opinion.
Oh, yes. SA.
Allegedly, and in my opinion. So, but yeah, and as it relates to, what's that man's name? Apollo. I don't really know a lot about Apollo, but you said something when you were talking about them. Okay, well, you had mentioned Porsha and Dennis, and then you mentioned Phaedra and Apollo, like they were going to, you didn't know what was going on. We're going to have to see it play out. And I said, oh, okay, so frickin' frack. That's why I said that in the chat. Chit chat.
Okay, that's why you said that. Okay.
Yeah, because they were frickin' frack when they were both on the show, right?
Uh-huh.
RHOA. And then, yeah. So anyway, that's what that was associated with. So I wanted to clear that up for you because you was like, what?
Gotcha.
Yes. All right. And who else was it? So we did Carlos. Quad. I have never been a fan of Simone. You guys mentioned Simone. Simone, to me, it's like you're a doctor. And when you should have decorum, you don't. Always hollering and screaming. Never been a fan of her. I agree with whoever was commenting saying, "Oh, I got to get away from her." And or she might pull me in because I'd be ready to slap. Girl, you screaming at. So, but anyway, Dr. Jackie, after she did what she did to Buffy and didn't apologize, I was done with Married to Medicine then.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what? Who does that? And then she had an opportunity to apologize while they were at the table. And she resented having to apologize. And so I was like, no. And just how she moves as as we've heard it said in the YouTube streets, I don't like it how Dr. Jackie moves, period. I feel like I don't know why Dr. Heavenly kisses her butt because I don't feel like it's a real friendship. I really don't. That's in my opinion. I felt the same as the person who mentioned Quad seeming like an outsider and they never really accepted her. I liked what Mariah had to say about Quad. And I had a lot more respect for Mariah in her interview with CK. And, just a lot of the things that she said. She did admit that she was hurt by how they did her, but she released a lot of stuff. Toya is the snitch. Toya is the snitch. She tried to gather the ladies together.
And Simone was the bone carrier and telling her stuff.
Yeah.
As well.
And she tried to get them to look, we need to keep this together. We all getting paid, but this is how we going to do this. And then Toya went back and told production or whoever, the man, what the plan was. Yeah. And the higher ups from that point started to work to get Mariah off the show. I mean, she's still getting a check, but I don't trust none of them. And the fact that they are prostituting themselves and
watch your words. We get it, but YouTube picks up.
Prostitute is a bad word.
Well, it's just on the list. So selling themselves. Just say that. We want.
Yeah, that's a good fix. The way that they're selling themselves, it just it's just not a good look. And to know now that Mariah was trying to prevent this from happening. This, like we're going to have a sisterhood. This is how we're going to do it. And so it's like a dog eat dog world. So you a dentist and you still don't have enough money. You a doctor and you still got to backbite and try and mess with somebody else's. What is that? And the fact that somebody on the production team shared Quad's negotiation information with the ladies, because Quad said that she didn't negotiate for herself. She has somebody like her manager negotiates her salary and all of that. And so if there was anything said, in negotiations for Quad, her salary, Quad didn't say it. Her team said it.
Mhm.
And so everybody was mad, because, Quad, her management team was like, well, Quad is the star. You have nothing, without Quad. And they were, negotiating. And that should have never left the back room. And so I'm not sure how it's going to go for Quad moving forward. Even though I saw her on the outside, I love seeing what she brought to the show. I love watching to see, what was next. I knew what I was getting from Simone. She gonna be hollering. Dr. Jackie gonna be acting like she better than everybody. And just holding court and not really giving anything.
Mm-hmm.
And
60
so,
seconds. Go ahead, BLS.
okay, well, no, that's good. I'm good. I'm good on that. I was just trying to cover, all the topics, and I didn't realize I had so much of Married to Medicine in me. So I'm done. Thank you.
You are welcome and thank you. Excellent points. You always have everybody on the panel. That's why I always say it's good for me to have a panel, because it's really good to, number one, for people to let you know what you may have missed when it comes to messy arts, Awanda, but just to get different perspectives. And I love that new picture that you got there too, BLS. But just to get
On my
different
computer
perspectives.
now, so that's all that is.
Oh, okay. Cute. But yeah, I can't wait to see part 2 of Married to Medicine. And I've never been, because Mariah was my favorite, period. And I did like her and Quad's friendship back then, but Quad did her wrong as well. So it's kind of what goes around comes around, but it was too much of a low blow. It was still too much of a low blow. With Dr. Heavenly trying to blame that stuff with Dr. Simone. With Dr. Jackie on Quad, and then what Simone did. So excellent points. Child, they in the comments talking about Curtis as well as Cecil. Somebody said Cecil don't want Bucky. That was Shadil. Lord have mercy. But I agree. Simone needs to find an inner voice. All that hollering, who do you think you're talking to? Number one, that yelling and screaming is out of control. And she's been that way. So, yeah, I don't see how they let her just sit back and disrespect her like that. I think Quad really kept her cool part 1 because she's still trying to see if she's going to be coming back next season.
Right. Trying to keep that job.
That's what it is. She mentioned she was there for a check, and that's why she remained so calm. It's unsure, you know what I mean, what the future looks like, but they were wrong. So excellent points. BLS now succeeding. You in the comments talking about Chicago dogs. You got me wanting one of those. And Jewtown Polishes. OMG, those from the Shy. Give me a Jewtown Polish or pork chop with extra mustard and extra onions. The good thing is here there's a couple places that have Chicago style food. I don't know about Jewtown Town Polishes though. But yeah, give me a home of the hoagie, all that good stuff. The Chi-Town favorite, Sir Chicken. I know that's closed. From the west side, I used to love Sir Chicken as well. So yeah, I'm hungry too. Bravo saying y'all making me hungry. I'm hungry too. But great points, BOS. And we got the legend, Aunt Debbie, that's gonna take us on home. Aunt Debbie, I'm gonna go ahead and put that overlay back on the screen and give us your thoughts, please.
Hey, ladies. Hey, panel. How you doing, Chit Chat?
Hey, I'm good, Aunt Debbie.
Hey, Aunt Debbie. Hey, Ladon. I feel like this. Apollo, he been cheating. He been cheating. He is what he is, Dennis, if I was Drew, I wouldn't get mixed up with him. They allegedly, in my opinion, didn't they say he was doing something to animals at one time?
Oh no! What?
Yep, allegedly. Yep.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it.
Lost my breath.
Yeah. See, Chit Chat thought she could walk away for a minute.
I just knew Aunt Debbie was just gonna go ahead and take it on home. Go ahead, Aunt Debbie.
If I was a woman, I would never want to be bothered with him. Carlos King, he trying to pass the buck. That's how they pass the buck. Well, I don't do the hiring firing no more, but you were doing it all the time, but now you don't. That's so he don't have to keep his word, cause in that podcast, he was with Mel. Mel said he gotta go. He was Now he don't do the hiring and firing. He just a big liar. That's why our show's not doing so well, in my opinion, allegedly. What goes around comes around. Just like you said about Quad. What goes around comes around. Her and Mariah was supposed to be best friends. Look how she did her. So she thought they weren't gonna do it to her. Dr. Jackie is a closet mean girl. She's sneaky with her crap. And Simone is just outright mean. And Dr. Heavenly will do anything for shock value and to claim that she, Dr. Jackie friend, got Dr. Jackie say something to Heavenly go out and do and not take it upon herself to go out and do it. So all of them is mean girls. I don't even watch that show. I don't like none of them. Because to me, they backbiters. They'll turn on one another, in an instant. I just don't like them. Now, as far as Martel, he trying to what they call triangulate. I guess he's gonna use Shereé against the bed bug, the ant, cause nobody else fool with him. And that lady, she done learned. She see he ain't got nothing, so she don't want him now. She know he broke as a joke. Shereé is not gonna be around. He lucky she took a phone call. That's the end of that. Now, Iran ought to be shaming herself now. And them alphabet people that take care of children need to come get her children for her. She was on the video yesterday talking about 10 year, 11, 12-year-olds need to be out here. And she wasn't talking about sucking on no lollipop.
Who said that?
It was She was on a video in that car yesterday.
Ariane Curry?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they are so trifling.
She should be shaming herself, and she should not even be allowed to be around kids. But she said on that video in that car yesterday, she shouldn't be around nobody kids, not even her own.
Oh, and wait a minute. I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about she wasn't live yesterday, but you're talking about from the live last week. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, she did say something, but she was trying to make reference to people talking about how low down that she is when they've been essing, which is still wrong. Don't get me wrong. When they've been essing D since 12, 13, 14. Is that what you're talking about, Aunt Debbie? Or maybe
I 11. Yeah. That might be it. She had no business saying that about kids.
No, she didn't. These people
She's wrong. She got a daughter.
Yep.
So I'm gonna tell you something. You don't know how people think. So they'd be thinking, is that what you letting your daughter do over there with your old man? Her father, the girl father need to come and get her and pull her out that house and never give her back to that lady, if you ask me. And that's my opinion on that. She was way out of line.
I agree.
She doing too much now. She already crazy. The man told her he wasn't nothing but a friend. She ain't nothing but a friend. So now she's sitting over there when she thought it was cute when Martel was with Mel and getting on the phone calling her. So now she see how it feel. He getting on the phone calling that old thing back.
You want that old thing back?
You said it was that was just an arrangement. Don't look like no arrangement now. What kind of arrangement is it now? He calling that lady, blowing her phone up. That lady ain't calling him. So now you see how I feel. He don't want you. You don't got nothing. He looking for a lady got some socialite. He can get in the mix. He want to get back in where he was. He tired of sitting over there on that couch with you.
Smelling like a cookout.
They didn't got nothing to cook out with over there. She over there with some beans and bread. The man wants some of that good rich folks food they eat at them restaurants. He tired of eating that.
She can't buy no dinner out with them. She can't even take him to the type of restaurants that the other ladies was inviting him to.
Well, she say her favorite is Chipotle.
Well, see there, them ladies, what they go to Nobu and all them fancy places.
Exactly. That's right.
She can't keep up, and he can't mess with Mel because Mel don't want to be bothered no type of way. So he trying to pick somebody else. Now Shereé done been demoted to a friend. That's all right with him, long as it's something. He wants something to latch on to, and it's not the friend over there. That's the nanny, the cook, the maid, the minion, the devil. Not her. He don't want to be there. He want to be where he can move around and talk crap and probably scheme and scam and try to get a woman with some money. And she in the way. And he's never going to get a woman like Mel or a woman with money. Look what he attached to.
She going to make sure he don't never get one.
She sure is. And that's why she going as low as she can on all these videotapes and lives and all this kind of stuff. She just doing whatever she can. She gonna make sure he don't get somebody. He gonna be stuck right there with her. That's what she want him. She been in the hell for him and her both. She need to stop because she done lost her mind now. She done lost her mind. She needs some help. She needs some help now. She done lost her mind. But she need to shut up. And what he needs to do, he needs to get a job and do the right thing. Pay that lady some child support, move on if you don't want to quit using her, and stop playing with her head because she already out of her mind. But see, he a dirty low-life dog, and that's what he want to do to her. Because what he want to do is let her do so much. So when it come down to say it was him, he can always point to her. Then he'll get that baby and get her out of his life and move on.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And she's so dumb, she playing right into the devil's hand. But she done been in bed with the devil, so hey. She just, and then I'm tired of her talking about somebody else slow. When she's slow she real slow. I'm just sick of that girl. I wish she'd just stop. Just stay off of it. I don't want to see on nothing. I hate listening to her.
Yeah.
You know. And then she talking about, then she setting up talking about Forward. You know that collection Mel brought out. It was called Forward. How she was moving forward in her life. Now she got something going on with Forward. Now what has she went forward and did?
Nothing. Went forward
right in
and
that
did
same spot she been sitting in for 10 years. But she talking about some Forward. She shouldn't even say that word.
Right.
She
Girl,
went
you
forward
in
and
park.
sat still.
Right, you in park. You are not moving forward at all.
You know, she just I can't say
She in
her.
park.
She is.
That car broke down. It just don't work.
Okay, on the side of the word. It's at the junkyard, child. Just you permanently parked.
The junkyard don't even want it. What they do when the junkyard don't want the cars? They smash them up or something.
Break it down for pieces. That's what that Martel broke her down to.
He broke her down and then he smashed her.
For pieces.
Not smash, Debbie.
You know how they put that car on the machine and then they had the thing come down and smash it? That's what it did to her. I'm just telling the truth about it.
Ooh, child.
Thanks, Cat. I needed that cat. Ooh.
Hilarious.
Everybody's sick right now.
I'm sick of all them folks. And all of them act like in Atlanta, they go with each other. They say they friends, but they go with each other, husbands and wives, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sickening. That's just sickening.
Too much
intermingling.
Yeah.
And look at her looking just like that cartoon you got up there.
Oh, she's a butthead.
She is a butthead for real, man. Lord have mercy. That elevator that broke down. I mean, completely out of order. They don't even make the parts for what she needs.
Oh, child.
Mm.
She just need to go away. Go on now. Don't
Go.
call your mama. Tell your mama to help you, cause I just, pretty soon she gonna be so far gone the doctor ain't gonna be able to help her.
Mm.
And she already passed that on Debbie. That
You
girl
know,
gone.
they got
She
some
gone,
kind
girl.
of technology they can wire up or do something to her. I don't know. She needs something, but she needs to stop it. Just stop it, and keep Mel. Everything Mel do, she want to do. You ain't be able to do none of that. You ain't be able to do nothing. You ain't be able to buy no car. You ain't got no job. They ain't giving cars away free. And you're talking about how you moving forward when you always going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You say one thing and you do this, and then you go back on that, then you go way back. If you're gonna help yourself, quit looking at other people and get up and do something for you. She ain't gonna do that. She's sitting right on over there trying to see if Martel gonna go to one of them fancy restaurants and bring a doggy bag home for her.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
I'm telling you, I can't see it. I just can't take her. I can't take her no more. I tell her no
No
more.
more.
now they going out to Shereé with Shereé the Noble and bringing Ariana the doggy bag home. Lord have mercy.
Mhm. That what she waiting on. That's why he called. Get
Scraps.
yeah, yeah, scraps. Something
Scraps.
nobody else don't want to eat. They throw it. They really want to put it in the garbage, but they gonna give it to you.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That's what she's sitting over there waiting for. She like it, I love it. Go ahead on, girl. Do you? She always talking about how slow and how dumb other people is. She need to look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Look
She
in the
right.
mirror, baby, because I see you in there being dumb too. You calling these other women dumb and block, you block it. Ooh, block that. I just saying that's what you need to block herself. Yeah. So that's all I got to say about them people.
Mm.
Mhm.
Right. All
Ooh.
right. Aunt Debbie giving it to you raw
Wow.
as always and real. Now, you guys know that I made this banner specifically for Aunt Debbie. Where is it? And it's just the truth. That's just it. That's all. That's the only way she know how to give it. Give it to you real and raw every time.
I
Every
finished my
time.
drink behind Aunt Debbie.
Child, I need one and I'm gonna get one. But
Prosperity said,
we
can you
made
drop the link?
Can Aunt Debbie
huh?
just say
Who is that?
period?
Child, we out of here. Who is that? Now, why y'all
Prosperity.
disrespecting Butthead like that? Prosperity. Okay, Prosperity. We were out of here. We had a 2-hour limit. We had 2 hour and 15 minutes. The link wasn't gone. It just wasn't pinned. But I will let you come up. It is limited time. It's late. And your girl been up. You guys know I work 10-hour days. Made a video. I do need each and every one of you to make sure it is on members only right now. So the members introducing Miles Morales is up, and then it will be to the public in another hour or so. Make sure to watch it. There's some new instructions. We are going to reclaim that name. So check it out and let me know what you think in the comment section about what I'm asking. I think it will be great. We are reclaiming the original Holt children's name. And Miles Morales is what it's gonna be. That's how that's his name. So check it out. Prosperity, if you there, hit the link. If not, I'm up out of here. All right, there go. Prosperity. Pamela, please be careful with the wording with the FRE word. YouTube is crazy. So but yes, Aunt Debbie cuts up each and every time. And my cheeks always sit high with Aunt Debbie. Go ahead, Prosperity. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you,
Hello.
Reality 419. All right,
Hey,
Prosperity.
congratulations, sis. Congratulations.
Oh, wait. Thank you, baby. Where's my pitch? Where's it? for this.
Yes,
Christmas.
boy. Yes, boy. You free now. You's a free.
Yes, ma'am. I's free. We're gonna have a virtual cutie crew divorce party, baby. But I'm having a real
Yeah,
one
y'all.
at the house in a couple weeks. So, but thank you.
You
I's
know that
free.
you
That's
said you were free
awesome.
on the 26th. Why when I went to hit the like button, I made number 26 to hit the like.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow.
I
Did you
sent
play
you a
that
picture in your
number?
DM.
I didn't, LaDon. I don't know if I put that in my post to the cutie crew. I think I did, where I said, let me play this number in the lottery. I don't even play, and I
Yes.
can't play because Vegas don't even have lottery, child. So I can't run and play no numbers. But I'm gonna tell my sister in Illinois to play it for me tomorrow. You
Mm-hmm.
guys know 214 was 10 years, and that 216 is when I left the day my father passed. Then that 226 was the day that the judge signed, sealed, and delivered it. So I'm so happy, so very happy. But thank you, Prosperity.
A
Did you
day after
catch
my
any
son's
other?
birthday and 2 days before my birthday. That's a good time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But
But
did you catch any other live? Your thoughts on anything? Because we got to get on up out of
Mariah,
here.
Miles, Miss. That we talking about?
Miles Morales. Miles
Baby.
Morales.
No, God. That lady said, you said Miles Morales. Girl, you know that man ain't say no Morales. He said Miles, Girl,
Nah,
you know
but
that baby ain't say no
Prosperity. I'm
damn.
about to go and click
boy.
you off now. You know we don't do that with the kids. Uh-uh.
That baby said Miles.
Okay, Prosperity. We heard you. Now, what
But
else, Prosperity? We don't do that to
also,
the
did
children.
you get the ghost? The ghost that looks like trouble.
Yeah, well, the baby saw, his people, the ghosts, the spirits, and all of that,
Did you
all up
hear
in
the
the
sound?
house.
If nobody paid attention, please go back and listen to that video. The ghost talked in the video. Go listen.
Girl,
Don't
baby,
I'm
do
not
that.
lying. I played it back for my people a good 10
Prosperity, is
times
this
and we
what you
all
came
heard
up
it.
here for, Prosperity? I'm about to
I'm
click you
sorry.
off.
I'm telling you,
Have
chit
you
chat.
been
I'm about
Go
to
drinking
back
click
and
tonight,
your earth.
listen.
Prosperity?
Don't
Have
do
you
I'm
been
about
that.
to
drinking?
click your earth right on now. Now, you know you
Go
ain't heard no ghost talking in that
ask people.
doggone.
Ask people in the audience.
No,
Ask
ma'am.
Simply
No, ma'am.
Beautiful. Simply Beautiful.
No,
Did we
ma'am.
not hear everybody that was in my
Simply
live?
beautiful.
It was a. He told the ghost was talking.
Okay, child.
I seen. I didn't hear no ghost talking though.
Hashtag, we gonna hashtag Ghostbusters in the chat before we get on up out of here. Go ahead, Prosperity. Lord have mercy.
Lord.
Ooh, child.
Y'all gonna watch. I'm gonna make a believer out of all y'all.
Prosperity,
But
I ain't fooling with you.
why did Carlos try to melody? That daggone post, that affirmation and let the Lord fight your battles and he'll take you to the next grade and it gets harder and harder. But if you keep pressing on with the Lord, he'll fight you. Mel already know that, sweetie.
I don't watch his.
That's what she does.
Yeah, I
So
don't
why?
watch his inspirational posts because it's phony. So I don't, when he do all that, I don't even watch that.
I was like, you because you also he did it because he did not feel like he could take up for her. Instead of saying that girl was wrong, she shouldn't have said that, whether it happened or not, like he did when he was like, everybody want to call the people and see if it's real. They call them people jobs. They do. He go to bat for them. But the moment something is done to Mel, it's mom's the word. He plays in the face just like he did. I didn't know about any of that. Oh my God, I didn't know that was going on. How don't you know? You on Instagram more than any daggone body. I get more alerts than
He's
you
the
folks in the
producer. Look, he ain't got to catch nothing on social media. He's the producer. He know everything before we know.
I was coming to that one next. So that's a lie. Just say, I have a problem with Mel. I feel like she's about to become a competitor and she don't need me. She don't whine and call me and try to get me to change people's minds and take stuff out of scenes. She's good with what she give me. And I need her to need me like everybody else needs me. So since she don't need me,
go ahead.
This how I'm going to treat her. And it's wrong. Because you stand up for everybody else. You sat in that lady face and lied and told her that man wouldn't be in this. And what is he doing? He's filming. You do everything you can do with Mel because with Mel comes the mellow meters. But then after you don't need her no more, it's right back to the bull crap. She was just your best friend before the podcast happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now her people is doing all these things, and people just need to say something. When you gonna say something to the people on your show? When are you gonna make them get some real storylines? Are you mad because Mel isn't letting them be her storyline anymore? Letting her be their storyline anymore? Is that the problem? Because this is crazy. You go to bat for everybody else that don't deserve it. But the one person who took that trip to Atlanta, the one person who paid that money for that consultation with you, the person that put those people in the room so you could get those people and so they could get a job. Y'all treat her like dirt. It ain't her show. It ain't her show. Yeah, it's not her show because he wanted to make sure that she couldn't get profit more than him off it. So he took her idea and put the mess in it because, you know, Carlos needs mess. That's how he breathes.
60 seconds, Prosperity. Go ahead.
And God daggone the coleslaw, take that baby to the daggone doctor. That baby can't even chew because he couldn't breathe.
All right, Prosperity. Let me mute Prosperity. Let me mute.
Prosperity's still on her birthday week drinking.
I just muted her. You there, sis?
I didn't drink.
Yeah. You didn't.
I don't think I didn't drink.
I did not. I don't drink.
That's so cute.
All right, Prosperity. Well, we gonna take a look. We over here. Y'all know. You know. Look. Kids are innocent. Leave.
I'm talking about the baby. I'm telling her she has not took that baby since for 2 years.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I don't talk about babies either. I'm talking about the mama. I don't talk about people.
I know. Well, you was talking about the baby couldn't say Mariah.
That was towards her because she the one lied and said that he said that, and she know that's not what that baby said.
Okay, I heard him say it. And check out my video. It's on members only right now. If that baby say his name is Miles Morales, that's what we gonna address him as. Miles Morales. He's confused. See, look at you. You still doing it. He's confused. So you know, I ain't calling him Knox no more.
Maverick, that's his name. Miles. Not calling him Miles for the rest of his life.
We definitely not calling him Holt. We're gonna reclaim that name for them Holt children, the original ones. Free speech is free speech things, but you know, and we just joking over here. But as far as with kids, everybody rock differently. That's just my thing. Prosperity knows she my girl, and I chuckled. Okay, but yeah, start a channel. Anybody that want to say whatever you want to say, how you want to say it, just start a channel. Let me say this. Who was that? I hope that wasn't the Gail that used to be on my panel, because I had to block a Gail over the weekend. And yeah, I'll say it real quickly. I guess a couple people were upset that a lot of people were. I did, because I only saw her video, Hannah Grace, mentioning this court case or whatever Martel did, allegedly swindling them folks out their money. Well, I only saw Hannah Grace's video. And then so somebody's like, well, Chit Chat, you know that's wrong. Give the elderly Pinky, the housewife, her. So Saturday, if you guys are on my live, somebody said Pinky is the one that originally said all of this. So I said, oh, okay. Well, Pinky, and you guys make sure you go to Pinky's channel, blah, blah, blah. So whoever this Gail is, if it was the Gail that was normally here, she ain't here no more. I hope it wasn't you, Gail. If it was, DM me and we shall talk. But you know, I don't roll like that, so I'm not gonna say I know Pinky is the one that said it, but I'm just gonna say Hannah. That's not how I roll. So yeah.
Didn't Hannah mention Pinky in the video in her broadcast?
I don't know. BLS.
I think she did.
Bravo or BLS?
Yeah, I think she did. It's
okay,
Bravo.
But
I'm losing my voice. I think she did.
Child, I don't know. And I tell you guys, I don't know if I got selective hearing, but Pinky has been over here. I've been over Pinky's before, and it's never that for me. So if she did, I missed it. But I do know that Hannah said Saturday, Pinky is where I got it from, and that's what it was. So, you know, it's not like anybody, I'm just not that type of content creator. I'm going to give shots out to whomever, period. So we'll see if it was Gail, like I said.
That's what Hannah Grace said. She said, she gets credit where credit is due.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know if felt some type of way, but I hope that she didn't. And yeah, it's not like that over here. But Z Frenchie, I let you up against my better judgment because we were out of here. I thank you for hitting the link as well as Prosperity and everybody else on the panel. Go ahead, Z Frenchie. That's it. That's all. Good night to each and every one of you in the chat that's saying good night. I know it's late for you guys. It's only 8:30 my time, but it's late. Go ahead, Z Frenchie.
Okay, Chicha, I was just going to say congratulations and on your new
Oh,
journey and everything. I didn't want to
oh,
like talk about everything else. All I wanted to say to you is that I'm so proud of you and
oh.
congratulations on your new journey. And I
Thank
saw
you,
your little
sis.
pictures and with your backyard, your outside space. I love
Oh,
it. And I'm just here to just tell you, girl, congratulations.
thank
And
you.
I just
Oh,
I
Z
just love you so
Frenchie.
much.
I love you too, and thank you
Aw.
so much. I promise you guys, my cheeks hurt. I added something new to the backyard today, so maybe I'll take some pictures and all that. But I'm getting it ready, like I said, for this little thing that I'm gonna have in a couple weeks. But I appreciate you, Z Frenchie. You have been rocking with the Cutie Crew for quite some time, and as I told Aunt Debbie yesterday, before I even knew. Aunt Debbie, I think I told you yesterday. I'm gonna find out this week if I am or not. But you guys helped me to the decision was made. The documents show that I filed the dates is right here. Originally filed May 12th. May 12th. Didn't put them out to July. And so it's been the ball was rolling before he was even out the door. But I thank you guys because as I mentioned, just the sisterhood and all of us talking about issues that we go through personally, as well as the mistreatment and everything that we've seen with Mel. It kind of lit a spark up under me to go ahead and do something that honestly was years in the making. And I'll talk more about that in the Cutie Crew. But we got married in 2014, and I will raise my hand right now. Uh, 2014, I knew it should have been reversed immediately. But my father passed 2016. It's a whole lot, and it kept me
Yeah,
there. You know what I'm saying? So again, I wish him well on his future and whatever he has planned for himself. And it's no hard feeling, it's no hate. We'll probably pick up the phone and talk as friends one day. But for now, for me, I had to cease with the conversations just
yeah,
because of the last minute effort. And I want to make sure this thing is cold, 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 cold. And but yeah, I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. So thank
yeah.
you for that, Z
No.
Frenchie.
All I'm
Thank
trying to say, girl, is
Yeah.
congratulations and go ahead on and do what you're doing. Oh, like even though it might be scary for you to go ahead and
it's
do it,
not.
but
It's
yes,
not scary at all.
well,
It's not
even if
scary.
it's not scary, but I'm just saying, yeah, because I'm in
Congratulations.
a
Baby.
predicament too. So, but like, congratulations.
Okay. Well, I thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, it's not scary at all. Maybe initially it probably was scary before I went ahead and did the damn thing officially. But again, it's been years in the making.
In the
Years
making.
But as I
Okay.
mentioned, and I'll say this to anybody, make sure your ducks are in a row before you just pull the plug. So if you with somebody where you know they're not gonna put their hands on you or this or that, in my case, it wasn't no yelling, no nothing. You know what I mean? I'm a little too cray cray for that. So I was cool
Okay.
on that end, and I stacked my little money and all of that to be comfortable,
Okay.
comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but
Okay, I
I
think I'm
appreciate
over
it.
there where you were at, but yeah. But congratulations and on your new journey. I love it.
Thank you.
You
I'm gonna go to
deserve it,
Vegas
sis.
too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the cutie crew for pulling it on through with your girl.
You
And
deserve it, sis. You
I
Yes,
deserve
do.
it.
I do.
congratulations.
You can hear the
Thank
smile
you.
in your voice.
We
It is
love you.
there. It's
You
really
can hear
there.
it. We really
And
can.
I've been promising you guys that one day I'm gonna tell you guys the whole story. Now, little bits and pieces I didn't let slip on out, but it's a story there. Do you hear me? It is a
And we
Okay.
story
can't wait till you ready.
there.
Okay.
Yes. So,
Okay. I love y'all. I love
all right,
you.
love you
Love
too.
you
Thank
too.
you
Aunt
again.
Debbie. I love you, Aunt Debbie. Oh
Good
Lord.
night, y'all.
Good
Good
night.
night,
Good
I
night.
y'all.
Love
love
Thank
you.
y'all,
you
ladies.
again to
Love you
the
too. Good
panel.
night to
Good
chat.
Bad Apple. I'm sorry. Thank you to Good Bad Apple, Red and Bravo Addiction, Ladon, BLS, my Aunt Debbie, Prosperity Thick Girl, and Z Frenchie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What you mind my man about SKR? Thank you, Thames. It was courageous. And look, if you're not happy and you're not, going in the direction that you feel like things should go, then yeah, it's nothing wrong with doing that thing solo, especially if you capable. If you hold it down, as I know I did, held it down, I'm gonna hold it down for my damn self. That's just it. That's all. But thank you to each and every one of you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the cutie mod. Shout out to the cutie crew. And shout out to each and every one of you that joined me tonight for this live. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. And I will chat with you guys during Power Hour afternoon tomorrow. Come back so you can hear my thoughts on Trinita's world. And we'll talk about whatever hot topic. So I think I got it scheduled for, if it's 11 my time, that's 1 p.m. Central. 1 p.m. Central. But love you guys. And what's that? Funky Dineva said that everyone is cheating in ATL. Oh, Lord. Dr. Minnie, you in the know. Do you hear me? Dr. Minnie was dropping all type of tea up all through the chat tonight. All through the chat. Thank you, Dr. Minnie. But thank you, guys. Hope you guys have a great night. And I will chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.